What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Superpower Review. I'm your host, Ken Vidina, and as we all know, we got a new Nightwing cast for the new hit TV series Titans, and as we all know too, that we are getting a Joker Origins movie. Not a lot of people are excited about it, but let's get to it. Let's talk about it. I want to welcome my returning guest, Mike Kincaid. What's going on, Mike?
Finger snaps. What's up, bud? How you doing?
Finger snaps. Let's get it going. Energy, jazz hands. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
All right, let's start it off with Titans. Right. We got a new actor cast for Titans. We got Brenton Thwaites. That's a hard one to say. Thwaites.
Yeah. No, I couldn't even spell it, really. I had to look it up twice to make sure I got it right. And now that once I heard who it was, I think I'll go back and rewatch, not the bad Pirates of the Caribbean, the other bad one, just to kind of see if he fits it. But I guess what they're really pushing with him, and I guess this is more the studio, that this particular actor conveys the emotional depth of Nightwing. I don't know if you read that from him at all when you,
I did.
In the Pirates movie at all?
No, I mean, he's not a really big actor, so I haven't, his part in the Pirates movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, was not memorable for me, so I don't even really know who he really is. I don't know.
So then how does that sit with you then? Because they can't get A-plus actors for everything, but to take someone from something, and lesser known is fine, but not even good lesser known movie. I mean, how does that sit with you?
I don't know. I mean, he looks the part. I don't think he's bad looking for the part. Do you know how old he is? I don't know how old he is.
No, I don't, actually. That was one thing. He looks on the younger side, though, maybe early 20s?
Yeah, I would say definitely early 20s. So Brenton Thwaites, we got Brenton Thwaites casted as Nightwing, which everybody's going crazy about because this is the first time we're going to see a Nightwing on screen, which is really exciting. Yay!
Yes, it is. Yes, very
Nightwing's
exciting.
One of my top favorite Robins in Batman. You know, Nightwing's pretty cool. The first Robin, he's quite a BA. So very exciting to see him in here. And then just to sidetrack a little bit, as Raven, we got the actor Tegan Croft playing Raven. And then we got Anna Diop as Starfire. So are you excited about Titans coming out for on TNT? It's coming out in fall of 2018. Are you excited?
Yeah, I really am. Because I think for a lot of reasons you gave with Nightwing, we're getting something out of the DC universe I think a lot of DC fans want.
Yes.
You wanted a Nightwing show or movie or something like it that wasn't animated. To be fair, wasn't animated, because we've always seen Robin or Dick Grayson as Robin. We've never got a chance to see him kind of move on from that. And whether it's the comic books or other animated movies, you don't get a lot of opportunity to see what that looks like. So seeing Dick Grayson in Bloodhaven as a cop, I'm not sure if they're going to go with the Chuck Dixon story, the One Night in Bloodhaven. But when it comes to where they take the story, I hope that it goes in some direction like that, because seeing him as nothing but Nightwing the whole time, I think would get old. So maybe day job, I'm a cop in Bloodhaven. Nighttime, I'm Nightwing.
Yeah, I like it. I like that setting a lot more. That sounds nice.
And I think, too, another thing that excites me is we get to see this character post-Batman, but that's also something that kind of concerns me, too. Are they going to put a bunch of mini flashbacks in the show to tell that story with Batman, kind of how he went from being Robin to where he got to now? Or do you think they can just skip over that altogether?
You're making me think a lot now. Other things, we have Cyborg in the Justice League. Do you think we're going to have Cyborg in here? Maybe Beast Boy?
I'd be more excited to see Beast Boy at this point.
I would be so excited to see Beast Boy.
Yeah, I couldn't even begin to tell you who would be a good pick for that, but and really, I can't even give a good reference point for why, other than he's funny, and I think he adds some just real nice depth to the team. Why not? I feel like without Beast Boy there, it's less of a Titan show without him.
Yeah. You can't have Teen Titans without a Beast Boy.
No, I agree.
He's comic relief, in my opinion, unless they do a really serious Beast Boy. I don't know. No,
it's
the fans have decided
Beast
no.
Boy is?
I'm sorry?
Serious Beast Boy is Nightcrawler.
Wow. You just blew my mind. My mind just went, wow.
No one wants that again.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody does.
No, nobody wants that.
Anyways.
DC and Warner Brothers are definitely sticking with their guns with Titans coming out in 2018. And they are expecting us to love it. So I feel like this is, again, with that pissing contest with DC and Marvel. Marvel's got their Netflix series. DC's got to come out with the Titans series now.
But don't rush it. Do it right, please, DC. Please, it correct.
Listen to us.
make us care about Nightwing and really give him a really good fair shot. Don't make this a superficial experience, because this might be the only chance we get, maybe for a long time. So please get it right. Please.
And Brenton Thwaites. Hopefully he that last name is really hard to say. Thwaites. I think he'll do a good job. He, as an actor who comes in to do these superhero shows, know that the level of excitement for fans is up high, and these actors really don't want to disappoint. So I'm sure he'll do a good job. And I'm really can't wait to really see him in this show.
Yeah, very few people are more merciless than fanboys of comic books. So,
right.
Best of luck. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's see it. All right. Anything else you'd like to say about Brenton Thwaites being Nightwing or a Titan series?
I know. I mean, with the actor, like I said, best of luck to him, and I hope it works out great. They've added in a little bit of casting, not by name, but just by description of character. So we have the potential for a sidekick like Amy Rohrbach, straight out of the comics, female detective. So that could be kind of a co-starring deal. I'd be interested to see what they do with villains. I'd love to get your take on that. My guess is that they'll do like Blockbuster or maybe Black Mask as a villain.
Black Mask would be cool, but a huge Teen Titans villain is Deathstroke.
Well, I just assume he'd be there, but I agree. If they don't do that, then I think that's even a bigger mistake and makes it less of a Titan show.
Right. I'd rather see Deathstroke in Titans than seeing Deathstroke in Green Arrow.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No argument here. No argument. Absolutely.
All right. Let's move on. Okay, this is the big one. This is the big upset. Let's take Teen Titans out of here. Okay, bigger upset is that a Joker origin movie is in the works, in development. Oh man, a lot of fans are okay. Look at you. You look so disappointed. Okay,
because I am.
You are. Okay, so why are you so disappointed about a Joker origins movie?
Okay, so first off, just with the direction they're taking it, the analogy I've heard last is that because it involves Martin Scorsese, it's going to be a gritty crime drama like Taxi Driver. I don't know if that fits with what the Joker story needs to be. I mean, it would seem to me like the Joker story, the only way this is, to me, could be possibly successful is if we care about the Joker and feel bad, because in his origin story, he's really this beaten down guy where no one likes him and he's, life has put him through the ringer, or you must hate him so very much that you despise him more than anybody, like punching kittens, hate him, like just the most evil person in the world. And I don't think they'll take it to that extreme. No. But that's just one of the issues. What about a good actor to play him after the last Jared Leto version of it, and then separating it from the DCEU? I think that's another overarching problem that just not only shows that this movie probably is a horrible idea, but in general, it doesn't look like DC really has a lot of faith in the current movie universe that they're trying to build. If they're breaking away from it already, I don't know. What do you think?
They're rushing things way too much. They are trying to get a cash grab here. They are seeing that Marvel is obviously the lead competitor in comic book movies, and they are trying so desperately hard to trying to be just like them, and they're trying way too hard. I mean, I was talking to my brother the other day about Justice League, and my brother said that it is too early for a Justice League movie. And we kind of got into a conversation. I go, okay, well, maybe you're right. He goes, look, how long did it take for an Avengers movie to come out? You know, it was build up, Kevin, build up. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. But yeah, I really think they're trying way too hard to be just like Marvel. Yeah. To get this out of the DCEU is a huge mistake. And, you know, it's just a really cash grab. But am I disappointed in a Joker origin story? Listen, I'm going to say truthfully, I'm not disappointed in it, because as long as the movie is good, okay, yes, I'm gonna be all over it, and I'm gonna enjoy it as long as the movie is good and done right. Okay.
So then, what points do you feel like they need to hit to make it good? I mean, don't make the whole movie, but points 1, 2, or 3 that would make it a good Joker movie, like the Red.
Again, a good actor. I want to see some dark grittiness in this movie. It's got to be a really well-written movie, but, you know, as we all know, by having the director that we have from, help me out
Hangover.
Here. Hangover, thank you. You know, that's getting me a little scared. And it's so hard to tell. It's got to be a good actor, got to be a good story, and again, I have to feel for this character. Biggest complaint about this was because a lot of people don't want the Joker movie because they don't feel like that they don't need a Joker Origins movie. And yes, I can understand that, and I feel for the people who think that as well. But again, if this movie is done really well, I'm all for it. I'm going to eat it up. I'm going to spend my money to go see this movie, and I'm going to hope to like it.
Yeah. I think, back to the actor, I think you hit on a good point, that I think that it all starts with that. If the Joker isn't convincing, per Jared Leto, people aren't going to invest in it, and ultimately it'll bomb. The last name I heard kicked around, and of course it's all rumors, Leonardo DiCaprio.
And that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he would be... And again, the man's got awards for acting, so it's whatever. But I don't know if putting an actor like him in that role is what does it. I mean, because even then, you could have a good Joker in a poorly written Joker movie, which, again, I don't even know how that would even end. I mean, I guess the only other actor I can think of that would be good for the role, but not someone that's been put through it in some way, would be Doug Jones, guy that played Ape Sapien in Hellboy. She's rail thin, skinny. He's got the real long, lanky arms. And I feel like just kind of the mannerisms that he would bring to it would maybe bring the character. Maybe. I mean, you know, somebody new, somebody different.
I like it.
Why not?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so big news that hit today was that Warner Brothers is looking at Leonardo DiCaprio to play the Joker in this movie. And, okay, so I hear you sighing. I hear you, man. Okay? I want to be positive about this movie. I really do.
Okay, I'll try.
Is Leonardo DiCaprio going to play the role of the Joker? I don't think so. Okay?
I agree.
They just... DC and Warner Brothers is just putting out some bait like, hey, Leo, you want to play the Joker? Come on. And, you know, it's probably not going to happen. It's just one of those things that hit social media that people just want to be like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joker.
Right.
But, so in my opinion, do I think Leonardo DiCaprio could play the Joker? Absolutely. Okay? Abso-freaking-lutely he could play the Joker. I really do think so. Based off his parts in The Departed, and off of Django, okay? I really feel like he could do it.
I think about that. Those are really good examples of him really taking really crazy characters. But I think it's more than just the depth of crazy, like you mentioned in Django, taking his character from super calm to super crazy convincingly in like an instant. Yeah, I could see that. You know, and again, I'm not... gosh, again, I even worry now more about the story too, because again, even if they get Leo DiCaprio, which yay, that'd be great, but then what does that movie even look like? And then the progression of it, do we tell the sad stand-up comic story? Does that go into the Red Hood? Because they've also said this is going to be a Batman-free movie.
Yeah,
and
well,
so
we're pulling a Gotham here. Almost.
And so again, if that is the way this plays out, where you get the big name actor and the big name producer and director, the only way that I personally see this movie ending on something I'd like, oh, that's kind of cool, is if the whole movie goes by, but there's little inconsistencies everywhere throughout the story, and in the end you find out that the whole time this has been Joker being interviewed by someone, and in the end he goes, okay, that's one version. You want to hear another version of it? Here we go. Yeah. The kind of the unreliable narrative trope, but I don't even think that. I don't know. I mean,
it
just makes me stutter. I'm so frustrated.
He wants to be happy, but he's not. So reportedly, what we have is that the film is supposed to take place in the '80s of Gotham City. Do you think this is a good time period to bring a early Joker?
Is Prince going to do the soundtrack again? Because yes.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know if you heard the news, but Prince is not with us anymore.
I did, but yes.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp.
And then there are also reports that Jared Leto right now is butthurt about about even Leonardo DiCaprio, or not even playing the Joker in this movie.
I think Jared Leto, for all rights and purposes, is probably butthurt after he saw the first cut of Suicide Squad.
Because it was bad.
So this didn't just happen overnight, but an 80s version of the Joker, sure. I mean, why not? I think they can paint that version of Gotham how they want to, and I think you have room to include other villains to maybe play on the story as it is. But I guess one of the bonuses of that would be you get to follow Joker at a time where Gotham's more vulnerable, less secure by Batman. Because if Batman isn't there, then there's less security for everyone. Right. So that really ratchets up the fear for the city. But I also don't want to go watch a 2-hour Joker movie about him running around throwing laughing bombs at everyone for 2 hours, because that'll get old.
No. Remember, it's gotta be good story. You can't just throw, hey, we're having a Joker movie, go see it, okay? It's gonna be good because it's the Joker. You like the Joker, don't you? Go see it. Go ahead. Go bust out your wallet. Pay for a movie ticket.
Go ahead. We dare you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I dare you. Let me ask you something real quick. How old do you think the Joker should be in the 80s, like time frame? And do you think even Leo could be in that age frame to play the Joker in the 80s?
To me, he could be anywhere from the mid-20s to the mid-30s. I think would be a decent range in there. And could Leo do it? Sure. I mean, Leo with his acting ability can probably pull off just about anything. But I guess another thing, and this is sort of a bigger deal that also is a concern of mine, putting identity on the Joker, like age and name, if they go that far with it. Like, are they going to call him Jack Napier?
Yeah, there has been that rumor that they're going to call him Jack Napier, yeah.
And I think that limits him, just because, to me, Joker has always been a character that's sort of like anarchy personified. He's just this thing, this idea that moves around and can't, even when you see it, is gone the next second, all that other stuff. So to put those things on him seem really constraining. Maybe I don't know how you feel about that. For me, it kind of takes away from kind of how big of a bad guy he is.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is the main reason why fans are mad that this is even happening, because we don't need this backstory about him. We already know how he becomes the Joker. We already know somewhat of his origin story. So, again, this is what's making fans, have their mind boggling, and they're going like, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
But again, okay, so I just want to reiterate with, do I think Leo could play a Joker? Yes, I can. Would he be my first choice? No. Okay.
Fine.
Am I extremely happy about this movie happening? Oh yeah, a little bit, but remember, if it's good, I'm going to be all over it, and I'm going to be really happy about it. If they do a really good job, then I'm going to say, good for you, DC, for nailing that, for, really taking a risk and, getting all the hate from the fans and be like, well, you know what, fans? Eat it, okay? We did it. And then they're going to be the ones laughing at, Warner Bros. Like,
God. Oh, man. Well, shut up, fans. Go do what we tell you to do.
Yeah, right? You guys just have us by...
So let me ask you this then. I don't know if we have time for this or not, but I'd love to hear your perspective on a villain-centered movie. Does it need a hero to really function? Similar to your coffee cup right there. You got Venom coming out.
We got Venom coming out.
Okay. So in either example, do you need a hero in a villain movie to make the villain movie work?
Well, the number one mistake is not to have a villain movie, okay? A movie based off of a villain and make him a hero. That's the one thing you don't do.
It's a big no-no.
That's a big no-no. No, you just don't do that. Again, it all comes down to writing and directing, okay? It can be done. I really feel like it can be done, but I really have to be into the story. I really have to sink my teeth into it to really enjoy it. It can be done, though. I really feel like it can be done. Like I said before, am I excited about this movie happening? I kind of shook my head a little bit and described like, I don't know. But then, if you really let it sink in for a little bit, you think about it, you go, well, they could pull it off. But it also makes you worried because look how Batman vs. Superman came out. Huh? Look how that came out. That got some people scratching their heads too.
You ever think about doing an episode where you take some of those movies and go, okay, here's how I would have done it?
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot of examples of those. That being one of them.
Just be like, this is how this should have went down.
Yes.
But anywho. So, okay, final decision. Yay or nay on a Joker movie?
Okay, so I came into this 100% pessimistic. Just mad at the world that this was even a thing. But given your advice for trying to ratchet up the positivity, I'm going to give it like a half and half, kind of a tepid feeling. Because like you said, if these things turn out in a positive way, then we have all the reason in the world to be excited. So I'm a little bit more positive about it. But again, I got to see the final results.
What I do want to see from this movie is definitely seeing your normal average day guy getting crazier and crazier and crazier, okay?
That'd be good.
That would be good. This movie should definitely should escalate in madness.
Like falling down, like Michael Douglas falling down?
Sure.
Go check it out. That definitely fits that whole thing. Oh, that'd be sweet. That's a great idea.
Okay, it's got to, I want to see this character progressively get more and more insane as this movie goes on. That's what I want to see in this movie. And the cherry on top of this movie, you have to find an actor who gives me a good, crazy, maniacal laugh. Okay?
But oh man, see now again I'm back to this. Mark Hamill.
Okay, let's talk about Mark Hamill, okay? Do you remember when we saw that scene back in The Killing Joke when the Joker becomes the Joker after he gets through the sewage and he's just there? That maniacal laugh, I need that moment in this movie where he just gets so insane and then we hear that first insane, crazy laugh, because I remember watching that scene back in The Killing Joke and being like, oh, that laugh. I don't know what it is about me, but I love a good, crazy, maniacal laugh. Jack Nicholson, Tim Curry, Heath Ledger, all those actors who are really good at that crazy laugh. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like I really need that moment in this movie where he just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and then he just goes completely insane, has that moment, and then, crap hits the fan.
I need that ability to go from 0 to 100 really fast and convincing. The way Heath Ledger did it with the pencil trick was great. Or even same movie where he made the movie where he's taking a video of the security guard and just the convincing way he goes from laughing and cackling to yelling to scare the guy. If you go back and watch that, the fear in that guy's eyes is ridiculously good. And so to have that also, I think, makes a convincing Joker, because after he has his breaking moment, then we need to be shown that he's capable of going from nothing to something, as far as crazy goes, and being willing to do some of the craziest stuff ever. Shoving a pencil through someone's eye? Who does that?
Who does that? Seriously, come on. All right, Mike, unfortunately we're running out of time, and we have to close up the show. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show and being yet again such a wonderful guest.
Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it.
Great. I hope to see you soon. And before we wrap up, I have one quick announcement. If you guys are huge into DC, because this is like a DC episode, okay? As you all know, I've been following DC Rebirth pretty closely, the storyline. And if you guys don't know, the variant covers for Doomsday Clock recently came out, and those look great. I love the one with Rorschach on the cover. Did you see those, Mike?
They call them lenticular covers?
Yes, they are making those lenticular covers as well. But those look cool. You're definitely going to be seeing a review about Doomsday Clock when that comes out in October, so be look out for that. So with that, on the lookout for that, if you like this video, subscribe, and if you'd like to be a guest like my friend Mike was today, you can always email the show at superpowerreview9@gmail.com, and please follow me on Instagram, because I always put posts about the show, that I'm always looking for guests. So message me, email me, and I'll see you real soon. See you later.